Hello. Let me adjust this a little bit. Hello. My name is Dan. I go by, I guess, the developer name ghostoGames on itch and on YouTube. And I joined a game jam. It's the first time I'm actually making a game. And it's called the Dungeon Crawler Jam 2015, hosted by Super Dan, DC Jam 2025. Don't know too much about it, but right now I only have 6.5 days left. I thought I had more. I don't know why. The first time I read it, I thought it was more than a week long. But anyway, the themes were announced. You can choose one or more. I mean, I'm probably going to end up doing genre fusion without even trying, and probably treasure hunting. We can talk a little about the genre fusion once we actually take a look at the game. And then there's a restriction, chicken. You need to incorporate one or more chickens, the bird, not the word that means afraid. So somehow there's that. And there's all these rules. Essentially, it needs to be first person. So I have that, and grid based. And I have the movement down. That was pretty easy. Right now these are columns, but they're actually going to be they're coded to just be the walls. So basically I was going to do a 2D game, but drawing all that art was going to be difficult. So I decided to let Godot, which is the engine that I'm using, just let the 3D processing that's already there handle all that stuff, which is pretty easy. So as you can see, I'm trying to walk through the wall. I know it's a column, but I just need to actually make it look like a wall and then give it the same properties. Yeah, it just bounces me back to the grid position, and everything is normalized. You can hold down WASD or the arrow keys, or I also have numpad set up. So it's WASD Q to turn left and right. Middle mouse button, you can look around, and then if you press the right mouse button when you're not hovered over anything you can interact with, it zeroes the look. So it's movement that I think the controls are pretty good. So this little object right here, it's kind of my test object. And what I'm gonna do actually is turn off the music. It's the radio. And actually before I turn it off, I'll just show it randomly chooses a track that I put in. Again, this is like my first game I'm kind of making, so I have different, let me turn off the debug. Different things I'm just attempting to do with this. So one of the genres I'm thinking about fusing into it is sort of like, just like object puzzles. So any kind of object that you can interact with, I can give it different properties and possibly, put different puzzles inside of it. This particular one is a physics object, so I can kick it around. If I'm too far away from it and mouse over it, it's red, and I can't interact with it in any way. If I move close enough to it, and can see it, I can lift it up with the left mouse button, and I can move it around, I can toss it. And right now it is a directional audio source. The thing that I want to add to it right now, as you can see, I have my little character here. It's really bad sort of rendering. I just traced over photos of my friend Dave, screenshots that I took from a Zoom call. What I'd like to do is be able to pick it up and drag it around the screen and take like a 3D object, place it over his picture, and then it would go into his inventory. And so just like other like kind of blobber style dungeon crawlers, I want to have, you know, multiple people in the party that can act and have their own inventories and things like that. That I kind of know already, so I'm hoping that that'll come together pretty quickly. But mostly these 3D controls were my big thing that I needed to overcome, and I spent kind of this first weekend really prototyping. So yeah, right click brings this up. Right now, if I right click outside of it or mouse wheel outside of it, I can't get out of it, but I've programmed, this is not implemented, but it's going to be a volume knob. And if I do turn on my debug, these values right here are actually tracking, these 3 values right here are tracking the volume in dB of the bus, and I have a crossfade script where they slowly fade between them, and you can switch between them quickly. This was a really annoying thing to script, but I'm glad I got it. Let's listen to this one for a little while. Take it back with us to our main play area. There we go. All right. So this guy right here, this is the bat. He's our prototype enemy. Lots of the properties that I programmed into the radio here have helped me script this guy pretty quickly. I don't have like a limit as to, and there's no, yeah, he has no behavior script yet. But I do have, or you can mouse over him, and as you can see, he's green, and you can right click, and his object passes, you know, stuff to the same kind of menu. And if I click, he's targeted. And so my control idea is that when there's an enemy targeted, different buttons for actions for, you know, all the characters. And I don't know if this is where I'm going to keep, I might put them in a vertical kind of column on the right, or in a box of 4 or something, or 6, depending on how many dudes you could have on your team. So when that shows up, you can press different buttons to attack depending on your range. Like if you're a melee attack, I'm not sure we can, you know, right now I can walk right under him, but all I need to do is make him into, he's got a little collision box under him. If I just give that the properties of a wall, I could walk into it and script it to do like a melee attack, but I think that it would just walk into him like a wall and waste a turn. So you get that where like boom, 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 he's hurt. Or just bump into the enemy. Not sure how to handle that exactly, but yeah, that's what I got scripted right now, pretty much. I got a lot of work to do, and hopefully I can I got some ideas for story and how I'm gonna implement the chicken possibly, but we'll see. So you know, let me know what you think, especially if you're watching this right now. It is 9 on it's 4/13. This ends on 4/20, so a week from today, and a week and a half day from today. So hopefully I can get it done. And if you do have any suggestions in that time, that'd be great to hear. All right, thanks very much for watching. Have a good day.